Hey guys, I decided not to go live. I don't really like that live thing. It ain't, I don't know. And then asks you if you want to keep the post for 30 days, and then afterwards it wants to delete the post. Then asks you if you want to make a reel, this, that, and other. So I'm just gonna make a reel to begin with. Just make a video. But I'm the last man standing. The dog's all curled up, cozy, sleeping like baby. Gets all balled up in my brand new sleeping bag. He's sleeping good. And I got the fire going. And I got me some coffee going in the cold. And I'm exhausted, y'all. Today was great, man. I've been amazed at the amount of content that I've captured just in the last half of the day after lunch. And if I posted all of it, it would be overwhelming. So as soon as I can get to it while I'm doing this, then I'll put it out there. But I don't want to just overwhelm the content and then people just overlook it. So anyway, this is like I said, my original campsite just completely got washed away, and there's years worth of growth and stuff around here, but it's right around this section. But I found this section. It has a flat bank, perfect spot for a campfire. I drove up some firewood, got the fire started, and we're right here on the bank. You can see the water there. Tomorrow I'll clear out all this so I have clear casting lane. But I found this failed tree, but it's still alive. The roots are still attached. And then you got the bank, and then you got this hill, and that hill naturally reflects the heat back in this direction, and the tree forms a natural boundary. And there's the live well. I need to put some fresh water in it. And so when I started clearing all this brush here, I started stacking it over there, and it formed sort of like a wattle brush fence there. So we got security, and we have operational security because it reduces the amount of light. It's harder to pinpoint our position. And Jet's worried about the critters getting him and his dog. And so it forms a natural little boundary. And so tomorrow, as I clear off more and get this out of the way, I'll continue to build that up around here to that tree. And then there's an open I've hacked out, and there's another plateau right up on top of that hill with some bigger trees. And that's where we're going to put our tent and our campsite, or campfire at. And I've just got this one close to the bank, so I'm going to come down here and fish. As you can see, the bank's right there. And I got my chairs and my rod set up. And I'm going to do the same thing here as well. I'm going to use this as a natural frame, and I'm going to close and wall all this in with the exception of a little passage right there. So there's only one way in, and there's only one pass through. And then that's it. So I think it turned out to be a pretty amazing campsite. And so I told Jet said he was tired, and I understand because I'm whooped too. My legs are like jello from toting all that stuff down here on my back. I'm paying for it now. And so I'm gonna sit right here in my chair with the Molly system. It even came with a rod holder, y'all. I'm afraid to put it on there unless I'm sitting in it. And so this is my view. This is my chair. And as you can see, it's pitch black here. There was no light pollution whatsoever. None. It's dark in here. You can't see your hand in front of your face. So this is where I will be for the remainder of the evening, with the exception of I fully intend to go over there and make me a cup of hot coffee. And the fire managed to dry the ground out, and the dogs are loving it, man. I mean, they've been out for a while now. They haven't moved. They don't even curl up like that at home at Jet's house. They curled up like little babies. So that's what I'm looking at, y'all. I think it's a pretty amazing campsite, and I will, over the next few days, and I'll continue to make trips down here periodically. I'll continue to work on this campsite and conceal it so nobody don't sabotage it, which nobody ever comes down here anyway, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And I got my fin rigs, my fin reels, with my heavy duty rod that I use for big cats with the roller cams on it. And this one here, same deal. That rod's brand new. I literally just put a pin on there, and that's actually an old pin. It was made for Sears by Pin, and as you can see, it says it there on the label. Sears trolling reel. These things aren't made for casting. They're made for dropping in over the side or short cast, and they're perfect for here and they're perfect for catfishing. And I've never, always in the past, when, see if I can turn my camera around. Maybe for me to do that. I don't think so. But yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna blind myself. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna relax and slow down and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna keep the fire going, keep them warm, and I'm gonna stay on guard and I'm gonna fish because that's what I came here to do. And when I was young coming up, I always fished down here with just small light rods and treble hooks, and I use shrimp or, livers or whatever, and I would catch them, fish camp size all day long. I've never actually targeted a flathead, a large flathead. Now I have caught them by accident out of here. I think the biggest one I've pulled out of here so far, I was brim fishing with a cork and a worm and caught a 15-pounder. But I know that there are some monsters in this part. I've just never came out here and targeted them, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I've been procrastinating. But I am here now, and I have no intention of giving up. I'm a very determined and resilient and persistent person. That and God is the reason I've survived this long. So, down quiet here, all I hear is the crickets, and every once in a while I hear the fish. Or a while ago I heard it was a coon or a muskrat or a beaver one hit the water. It sounded like a body dropping in the water. But they ain't ever bothered me. Usually in the morning they wake me up. Splashing in the water, they'll wake me up, making a bunch of commotion. That's when they tend to come out. So here it is, y'all. Got the initial preliminary base camp set up, like I said. And I'm just going to sit out here and relax a little bit. Maybe read a little bit, listen to some music. I don't know. I'm on vacation. I'll do what I want. Now, good night, y'all. I appreciate your support and your encouragement, and I appreciate your likes and your views. And I would like to give a shout out, not to any individual, but to the, and I don't have the list in front of me, but definitely Charlotte, Queen City, New York, Ibadan, Nigeria, I think is on the next on the list, and Ghana, and India. And some of them Southeast Asian islands like Laos and Vietnam, Russia, and also the United Kingdom. I haven't looked in the last few days or whatever, so Lord ain't no telling by now. I got several requests to start a YouTube channel. So I went to my YouTube page and I already had, Lord, I don't know how many playlists built there, and they're labeled for what the purpose is, if it's praise music or if it's gym music or if it's crunk worship or crunk gym music or like metal gym music or rap, R&B. They're all labeled, they're under my name, And apparently I had 2 videos on there that I didn't know yet. My son Landon, he made a video and put it on there, and I got a kick out of that. I didn't even know it was on there. And then I had a pic of the video of Jacob. I don't know how. I must have accidentally somehow managed to make that happen. But I just started uploading some of my content. It's taken me a while to get it all on there and get it up to date, but it is coming. There are videos already on there, and I'll get it up to speed just as quickly as I can. And I'm definitely going to get me a GamePro camera. But what I do is not easy to do with one hand, or your phone stuck in your belt, or stuck in your headband for your headlight, or a while ago I had it stuck in the snap on the snapback. Whatever works, improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's what the Army taught me. Okay, I'm starting to see some stars now, y'all. Wonderful view, quiet, peaceful, dead still, and dark. I feel like I can breathe. The day's been pretty intense. And I've been wound up, and when I have a mission or something I want to accomplish, I get pretty adamant about it, and I get pretty wound up about it, and I'm on go. And if I encounter anything, then I won't stop until I find a solution or overcome it. But if it's something just silly or ridiculous, I tend to get upset about it. Sometimes I get mad. Like when you're in the shop working on your car and you sling your wrench. Basically like that. Oh, and some of the content I got coming, y'all will not believe this. I still can't believe it. I killed a fish with my hatchet. The same one that I killed the alligator snapping turtle with. I'm wading back on a return trip to grab another load that I had staged at the bank where we actually got in at. And as I'm wading through the water, it's about knee high, and I see this fish. He's probably, I don't know, about that long, and all you can see the top of his back, of course, but I know what to look for, and so I waited till just the right time. He turned just right way, and I snuck up on him, and I took one swat, and he floated to the top of the water. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I killed a snake, and I don't normally do unless they're poisonous. This was a water snake, but they are aggressive. They do have teeth. They do bite. It does draw blood, but it is not poisonous. But I had no intention of bothering him. And then he tried to turn on me and come after me. And I was fully loaded down. I had a rucksack on my back. I had a backpack reversed on my front. I had a fistful of fishing rods. I had that collapsible live well right there, and it was full of water. And when it's full, it's about 5 gallons at least. So I was pretty heavily loaded down, and I had my spear in my other hand, and he turned and come after me, and I just ended it with that spear. I ain't dealing with you today. I ain't playing no game. So I hate that it went down that way, but you have to be careful when you come down here. There's copperheads, moccasins, and those water snakes, and the water snakes are the most aggressive. I've had them chase me and my buddies or my brothers at different times. Sometimes they'll drop out of a tree right in front of you as you're wading up the creek. Scare you. I've gotten used to it, but I remember one time I finally convinced my brother David Aaron Garrett, to come down with me. And I told him I just got it out of my mouth. I said, Aaron, be careful now. I said, 'cause snakes just drop out of nowhere, and he's overhanging limbs in the water. And sure enough, one dropped, and he ran all the way home. And I swear, watching him, his feet never dipped below the water. He literally ran on top of the water. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. I still laugh when I think about it. I can still see the look on his face and what his rear end looked like back when he taking off down the creek. He was high stepping. Oh. But anyway, And I also found I found an 8-point rack. But we'll get to all of that. And I'll put some of it out tomorrow. I don't know how much more I'm gonna put out tonight. I'm tired. I'm ready to eat, drink my coffee, and relax, and meditate, and process. So, I know it's Monday. It's late, and most of you have work in the morning. So I hope you get a good night's rest. I hope you wake up in a great mood tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful day at work tomorrow. And I hope if it ain't great, that you intentionally have one anyway. Because sometimes that's all it takes is for you to just decide, you know what, come what may, I'm going to remain positive and I'm going to continue to move forward. And I'm going to meet it in stride. And I refuse to let anything prevent me from doing that. And that's what I try to do most days. I'm a morning person. I wake up in the greatest mood in the morning. I'm like, good morning, good morning. And what happens is throughout the day, things happen and people start getting on my nerves, which I know people are going to be people. And I'm learning to having a little more tact and temper my response to people because they're imperfect just like me. And I understand that. And I've really been blessed. God's been showing me so much. And he has been teaching me and leading me. And it's gotten to the point where I see the effect in other people's lives by association. And people are close to me, and they're like, Daniel, you are not the person I remember when I first met you. Thank you. Take that as a compliment. That means it's working. All right, get y'all butts in bed. I'll do the staying up late tonight. I'll let y'all tomorrow. Bye.